All right, boys and girls, today we have a new school tool. Our school tool today is scissors, and I'm going to read a book to you about how to use scissors safely, and then I'll show you what your activities are for the day. All right, so let's move this a little closer. Okay, so let's just read the book first, and then we'll go on with the scissors. It says, this is how we cut. In kindergarten, we will use our scissors a lot. Scissors are used to cut. Before we can use our scissors, we must first become scissor experts. That means we have to learn how to safely use our scissors. Are you ready to get started? When we cut with our scissors, there is a song we need to remember. It goes like this. Open, shut, that's the way we cut. In order for us to use our scissors, we have to open them and then shut them and open them again and shut them once more. We also need to make sure that our thumb is always looking up at the ceiling so that we can cut correctly. Okay, so we're gonna try that together, okay? So everybody put their thumb up. Okay, so you always want your thumb up to the ceiling. Now, your thumb is going to go in the smaller hole. Do you see how I have a bigger hole on the bottom and a smaller one on the top? Your thumb goes up, it goes in the smaller hole, and then your fingers go in the other hole so that it looks like that. Always have your thumb up, so your thumb's always on top. All right, let's read on to see what else we need to do. It says, when we cut, we must hold the paper with one hand and cut with the other hand. Sometimes we have to rotate our paper around so that we can cut easier. We never want to hold our scissors upside or cut upside down or backwards. When holding your paper, make sure you're being safe not to accidentally snip your fingers. So you have to be real careful, right? And we'll have lots of practice this year with scissors. Scissors are to only be used when cutting paper. If we should need anything else cut, we will always ask our teacher for help. If we have to carry our scissors, we will carry them safely. We know that it would be scary to run with scissors or to play around with them. That would not be okay, right? So we never want to run with scissors, and we want to make sure we're holding them correctly if we have to walk with them. I know we will have a lot of fun cutting and gluing this year. We just have to make sure that we are safe with our scissors. I think you're officially scissor experts now. Well, maybe not yet, right? Because we need some practice first. All right, so today your practice is first to practice holding them correctly. So remember, thumb on top, thumb goes in the smaller hole, and then the rest of your fingers go on the bottom bigger hole, just like that, okay? So make sure you're holding yours correctly. And then one of your practice pages today has a staple, and you need to tear those apart. So you're going to take one page and watch this, ready? Pull it apart, ready? 1, 2, 3. We pulled it apart. Okay, so now we just have our single cutting page. Now, this just has straight dotted lines. So you're going to start by the little people at the bottom, and you're going to cut up the dotted line all the way through the little schoolhouse, and then let it fall. Same thing here, go up all the way. Remember, we're open, shut. This is how we cut. So you're opening, shutting, open, shut. Just like that while you're cutting, okay? Now, also, when you hold your paper, if you put your thumb on top to hold it, it makes it a lot easier. So both of your thumbs are on top. Your thumb is on top with the scissors, and your thumb is on top with the paper. Now, once you finish cutting all these straight lines, this is lots of practice, right? With that open, shut motion. Then you're going to practice some squiggly lines, okay? And it's the same thing you're going to start now with the little scooter kids and the school buses. So you'll start on that dotted line and watch Miss Gibson as I turn the paper, because you'll have to turn your paper a little bit. As you go along that line, open the scissors again when they get close. As you go along the line, you're going to turn your paper a little bit so that you're cutting right on that dotted line. And you'll do that all the way through to the end, and it'll fall. Okay, and you'll get to do the same thing with the other two. So you'll get lots of practice cutting on those lines. These have some zigzags, some more zigzags here. Just make sure you tear those apart before you start cutting, okay? And then your scissor practice for this is to put the bugs in the jar. So you'll get to cut these out, and I'll show you quickly how to do that. So I would just start at the bottom and cut up. And then across. Okay, so now you have this little piece, and you'll cut out on the dotted lines. See how there's dotted lines there? So you're going to cut out on the dotted lines. So you should have some little squares when you're done. I'll show you. Okay, so there's a snail. So you should have a little snail square, and you can put him in the jar. Or if you want to put him on this side, you can do that too. Either way is good, okay? And always make sure you write your name at the top when you're finished. We're practicing writing our name, okay? All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have fun and that you are safe practicing your scissors today.